Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. One of the oldest backcountry shops in Summit, Mountain Outfitters, is closing for good. Owners of the Breckenridge store made the announcement on Instagram saying, "This is the most difficult decision we have ever had to make, but the last 2 years post-pandemic have presented challenges that we simply cannot overcome." Mountain Outfitters closes for good September 3rd. They are selling to another local business. After months of allegedly flashing and fondling hikers on foothills trails, a 20-year-old man from Evergreen is in custody. Jefferson County Sheriff says they caught Glenn Braden. He fits the description of a serial streaker accused of exposing himself to multiple women on trails between Golden and Conifer. Welcome to Under the Radar with Silverthorne Town Manager Ryan Highland, with more news from the fast food graveyard off exit 205.
This is some prime real estate. You're looking at $2.4 million for a Pizza Hut property these days, and similar price for Burger King.
Highland says the price is right. The town has already purchased Pizza Hut, and the new owner of Burger King, a front-range chicken joint, Bird Call, is willing to sell.
We are currently talking to the owners of Burger King, and I think we're close to a deal there as well.
But what about Arby's, just up the hill?
The Arby's property is looking at redeveloping into a different use, and they're coordinating with us on roadway improvements.
It was a happy coincidence that all three closed. That corner of Stevens Way is a major piece of Silverthorne's transportation master plan.
Plans, it will take quite a few years to pull that together, and obviously funding for a project of that magnitude would take a while.
Before then, Pizza Hut will be home to a local nonprofit, Cafe Food Rescue. Tune in again soon for Under the Radar with local town managers. The Breckenridge International Festival of the Arts is back in town, starting tomorrow, when the forest itself becomes an art gallery.
Although so much of my work responds to nature and is kind of a reflection on it, this is my first opportunity installing directly in nature.
That was New York artist Camille Hoffman. Her installation, Soft Gaze, is spread across 3 local trails.
So much of the journey was actually spending time on the site and hand selecting where within the trails we would place the eyes, which specific trees, in what order.
I met with Hoffman on Iowa Hill Trail, where dozens of brass eyes coated in vinyl are peering out over rusted mining relics.
I am seeking my own kind of allegiance with the Ute Mountain Ute here in Colorado, so many of whom were forcibly removed from this land in the effort to mine gold and settle.
Soft Gaze draws inspiration from Breck's disruptive mining past and Hoffman's own Filipino heritage.
So this particular image of the eye is a poetic reference to some of the oldest gold artifacts that were discovered on the island of Panay, where my mother's family is from in the Philippines.
Tomorrow, learn more about Hoffman's personal take on Breck mining history with a trailside talk by the artist. Join her at 11 a.m. on Moonstone Trail. 4 candidates for Silverthorne Chief of Police will be at Town Hall this evening for a public meet and greet. Tonight's meet and greet starts at 5:30 with brief intros at 6. Candidates are coming from Texas, Missouri, Illinois, and right here in Summit. Tomorrow should be the final day of full closures on Dam Road. Crews are paving today and tomorrow. Dam Road has been reopening nightly by 6 or 7. Starting next Monday, eastbound I-70 from Frisco to Silverthorne is down to 1 lane only for 3 to 4 full days. Summit Public Radio is hosting a breakfast fundraiser this coming Sunday at the Elks Lodge in Silverthorne. $18 buys you all you can eat from 9 a.m. to noon. Proceeds go right back to Summit Public Radio. Local fire danger remains moderate today in Summit County. Fire officials met today, and they decided it should stay moderate. In sports, the Rockies open a 4-game series with the Dodgers today at 8:10. And in local sports, today on the Warmup from iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling.
Today I shot a personal best 1 under of 35. It was probably one of the most fun days I've had out on the course.
That was Wyatt Willis, a senior on the Summit High golf team. He admits it was a shamble, the foursome plays off the best drive, but he was still riding high.
I've been really dialed so far with chipping. Love to see it. Been sinking a bunch of putts too from 20 feet.
Wyatt leads the Tigers golf team with a new head coach, Zach DeBroda, and a lot of promising players, like junior Evan Wishmeyer.
I think my yardages and just like my total control of the ball has gotten a lot better.
Evan, who golfs in summer and skis in winter, shot a career-best 81 in Grand Junction this Monday, just days after devastating free ski news from New Zealand.
Yeah, I was supposed to be going down for Junior Worlds, and they don't have enough snow, so I'm not going to be able to go down there.
But on the bright side,
I get to play golf, and I get to play the whole season instead of missing 3 weeks.
The Tigers golf team is back on course next Monday, where Evan hopes to keep shooting in the low 80s. Wyatt is gunning for sub 80. This has been the warm-up with high school athletes. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.